Testing 1, 2. Okay, I should be live right now. Testing 1, 2. Okay, I was live already. Okay, hello everyone, it's me, Warden's Fire. Today I'm just going to talk about anything random, really. I have no topic whatsoever to talk about, but if you all would like to join the conversation or have some input, feel free to let me know. I just put on a random collage of photos that will probably repeat itself as we are going through this conversation. It depends on how long everybody else wants helps me make the video, because I really don't like talking for 4 hours by myself and just answering questions. It's okay. It's something I like to do all the time now, but just checking out here the live stream health. It seems like it's okay. It's quite peculiar because it says that the stream is offline while I know that I'm recording right now. I just heard myself talking. Oh, at least the pictures are going at the proper speed. So I got a comment today on my channel. Username is not important. Told me that after like 30 years of living with somebody, they finally revealed their true colors, and he became suicidal about it, and he didn't know what was wrong with them, and he thanked me for pulling him out of it, stating that I actually saved him. And you never really get used to hearing that when you're dealing with people out there and you're just trying to help them. It's not the first time somebody said to me, "Oh, you saved me," or "You helped me out," or or "You bailed me out of this one." I mean, I've helped a lot of people. It never gets old hearing compliments like that. But still, I gotta think, wow, if these people would just put their energy into Christ as much as they put into relationships, they would never be alone again in their life. They would never feel sadness like that again. You never feel like you're lonely anymore. God and Jesus has definitely taken over every cavity inside of my heart that was feeling empty because there was no female there. And I was a brainwashed guy for a while too. I actually believed that a female would be the one that filled up the gaps in my heart. The one that would give me what I never had as a child, love, caring, devotion. Because I never had that as a kid. So when I grew up, I went looking for a woman that can give me that stuff. And it just turned out that no woman could actually give me that. And I was disappointed with every woman I ever dated. But then I found Christ. I always had Christ in my life, but I had to really find him who he was. And once I found him, he started filling up my heart for me, filling up all those holes. And now I'm just no longer lonely. I always feel like I have him with me. He's always with me. I can always talk to him. He doesn't always answer back, but when he does, you know he answered you. I could tell you a lot of situations that's been going on in my life where I really feel like it was only God that helped me out this way. For example, with the burn on my leg right now. I actually, before my burn, I had a cyst in my leg. It was an infection. And this infection burst, and it gave me 3 years of severe recovery pain. But while I was recovering in this super hellish pain, every time I cried out to God, saying, "Hey God, please, I need a little bit of pain relief. Please, give it to me," He would give it to me like an aspirin did. Very bizarre. I mean, if you want to look from an atheistic point of view, you could say it's a placebo, but it's not. Because every time I prayed for healing, I got it. But it's more than just that. I've learned that all my life he's always been there for me, and I've always been able to depend on him. I just didn't realize it. For example, if you have a rebellion in you against political correctness, if you have a rebellion inside of you that goes against evil, that's God in your life. That is God inside of you. I mean, you're just a human being. Do you really think that you have that disgust for evil by yourself, or do you think that maybe God put that in you? Oops, a picture of my dog was stuck in the mix of a collage there. Sorry. Picture of my dog just showed up in a biblical video. That's quite funny. My whole point being, though, is whenever you need him, he's there. And the more you talk to him, the more relationship you build up with him. I love that picture. When you try to put God into a box, what happens is he tends to get out. Jonathan Cahn. That's what happened with the Jews. They tried to put him in a temple and keep him there, and it didn't work. They killed his son, and he left the temple, and they're still begging him to come back. Please, God, please come back into this little square that we have reserved just for you, or we'll act really holier than a shit because we act like we own you. Ugh, silly world. All during my life, whenever I needed God, though, he's been there with me every step of the way. And I really can tell. I picked up on it this week on my YouTube channel when somebody found out that I was a Christian. They blew up at me and they called me a Jehovah lover and all these really weird slang terms. And this is like, wow, dude, listen to your demons talk. But the anger and disgust he had for God really shocked me. It's like, dude, you have no reason to hate God whatsoever. You just do it because you're pure evil. and it dawned on me how much people really treat God like crap and take him for granted. I happen to know exactly who God is. I mean, not in every detail, but I could tell you as a character who he is, as a spirit who he is, as a personality who he is, because we are made in his image. He has a character, he has a heart, he has a soul, he has a mind, and he definitely has a personality. When they came to rob the temple of the Jews, and they took the Ark of the Covenant out of the temple, God gave all the ones that robbed the temple a severe case of hemorrhoids until they brought the Ark back. That's God's humor. God does not want to punish anybody. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. And usually the people that end up going to hell are ones that send themselves down there. God doesn't want to send anyone to hell. My point being is, I know who he is. It's time you all got to learn who he is too, because he's the greatest spirit out there. He's totally awesome. I mean, glory to the Lord, man. Thank the Lord for the Lord. I know many people live in this world today where they believe, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. But, what if you're wrong? And just this once, there really is a Jesus Christ in the afterlife. There really is an afterlife. You don't know. But what you do know is when you walk with Christ during your lifetime, is how he makes you feel. How you feel, how you elevate your wisdom, how you become smarter, how you start seeing through things. That you cannot say that you yourself got this gift by developing it, but that it was granted to you as a gift for being a follower. I never fell for the Beyoncés. I never fell for the political correctness. I never fell for the feminazi lie. When you are a good, solid Christian, all the lies just wash right off of you. Because your job is to go out and promote God and warn people of the lies. So you don't become corrupted by the lies. You expose them. And that really could tell you right there if you say that you are a Christian, not. If you're out there exposing the lies and bringing in the truth, then you are a genuine Christian. If you're not doing any of those, you're not a genuine Christian. Christians have jobs to do. You're not supposed to be holy, holy, holy on a Sunday and then forget the rest of the week. It's his 24/7 job. And it should be treated as such. That you wake up in the morning and you thank the Lord for the food on your plate. You sometimes, even if you want to, sometimes thank him for being able to be awake. You just thank him throughout the day for everything that goes well in your life, and he will make your life a little bit better. He shines upon you when you shine on him. And he shits on you when you shit on him. Oh, I can go into so many details right now when you look just at the United States right now, how much judgment there's upon the United States. It's all because you're shitting on him. Because you're forgetting about him. You don't want to remember who he is. You want to pretend he's not real. But you can't hide him in a box and expect him to sit in that box. He'll come out whenever he wants to. He is the Lord. He is the Almighty. He is the creator of all things. Who are you to put him in a box? He created you. I don't understand the hatred people have towards God. I really don't understand it. It's like, how can you hate somebody that goes around healing, promising you an afterlife, and wants to take care of you and provide for you in this life? How could you hate him? You know, I don't have a lot of money right now, and if I ran out of money, I could call upon the Lord and he would give me some money. Same with food and same with drink. The Lord will protect and provide as a father. That's what he does. He provided for Moses for 40 years when he walked through the desert with all of his people. He provided for Daniel in the lion's den by keeping him safe. He's always been providing. And this is sad that people don't know the true story. People have their own visions and interpretations of the story that are completely invalid. And only when you know the whole story and put all the puzzle pieces together can you truly see who God is. He is your best friend. He is closer to you than your own brother. I mean, you just don't realize it because you've been taking him for granted for all your life. You don't see who he is. He is that spirit inside of you that knows right from wrong, who teaches you and tells you right from wrong. He is that spirit inside of you when you see somebody getting beat up that you want to step up and help that person. He's the spirit inside of you that gives the homeless man $5. He is that spirit in you that does goodness and shows love and compassion. And only when you acknowledge that as God will you finally start growing closer to him. I just wanted to put that out there so everybody knows what they would have to do to achieve this enlightenment. And I shouldn't really use the word enlightenment because many people will link that to occultism, but that's not true either. I mean, I don't even have to go down that road. Well, anyways, guys, I think I'll just keep this video pretty short. I don't see anybody really talking to me, and I'm kind of dubbed up a little bit on the painkillers right now to just deal with the leg situation. I'll be getting back to you all again this week very soon. For now, you all have a great evening and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.